All right, so today we're going to learn how to shape a Batard, and that is more your oval shaped loaf of artisan bread. And the first thing we're going to do, I'm putting some almond flour in here to keep it from sticking. And you can use either almond flour or rice flour. Any non-glutinous flour will keep it from sticking. And then I take a little all-purpose flour, and we're going to just put that on our countertop. And I like to wet my hands a little bit and then also flour them a little bit so that they're not going to stick to the bread. And then we're going to just dump our already proofed dough onto the counter. And if you need to, you can just kind of scrape it very gently to kind of help it get out of the bowl. But you want to be real careful so as not to degas it. All right, and I'm going to use just a little bit more flour here. And then I like to flour the top just a little bit too to keep it from being quite so sticky. And some of these really large bubbles, those are going to make bigger holes than I want in my bread, so I'll just pop those. But for the most part, we want to be just real careful and gentle and not degas our dough. And then I kind of put it into a little bit like a rectangle with a little bit longer on the, almost like there's 4 pieces coming out here. And then I take the part closest to me. Now there's many ways to shape a Batard, so this is just one of them. And bring it about a third of the way up and seal that. And then you bring the top down and we're going to gently seal that. You want to just be real careful when you're sealing it that you don't degas it. Take the bigger bubbles out of it and leave the littler ones. And then we're going to bring it from this side, bringing it on over. And again, we're going to just kind of seal that. And then you bring your 4th side over. And then I like to seal it a little bit on these ends here where it kind of ended up rolled up. And then you're going to take this seam and you're going to move that kind of towards the top. And then we're going to do kind of what are called stitches, and we'll take from each side and we're just alternating. And this will just help tighten the dough so that when we go to score it, it's going to be a little bit more even. So you just pull that, and that's really just bringing it in tight. And then once we've got our stitching done, we just roll it up. And again, there's lots of ways to shape it. This is a high hydration loaf, so it tends to help get it a little tighter by doing those little stitches before we roll it up. And then I like to seal the ends a little. And then we're going to just gently set it into our proofing basket. And we've got a real large bubble here. And then just seal the ends. And then I like to put just a little bit of this flour on the top. So when we cover it, we can cover it either with parchment paper or plastic, or you can even get a shower cap so that it's elasticized and helps keep your plastic on. And then you're going to let it rest on the counter for about 20 minutes, and then we'll put it into the fridge for our cold ferment.